Hey guys, welcome back to Confessions of an Evolving Millennial. My name is Nancy, and on today's video we want to talk about dating. We want to talk about dating after divorce and how that experience was like for me. And I want to start by giving you a bit of some context, a bit of a backstory. So it's important to note that I had never dated ever in my life before my ex-husband. When I say that I had not dated anyone before him, I don't mean that he was my first boyfriend. It's just that those relationships before him were very like those immature kind of love, you know, those ones for high school. After high school, like there was still no experience of dating, mostly because in the Christian faith, dating is not encouraged. Ideally, they encourage you to do something that's called courting, whereby when you're in a relationship with someone, it's purely with the intention of getting married to them. So personally for me, I didn't meet him at the age of 20, but at the age of 20 is when we started courting. So basically at the age of 20, my mind was already geared towards like we are working towards getting married to each other. So basically I had never really dated. I'd never gone out for dates with like different people, getting to know different people. And so this was the first time that I was dating. And also some backstory, I had made the decision after my marriage ended. So I decided that I wanted to give myself 2 years to just stay away from men. Just stay away from men. I don't want anything to do with men. When men tried to ask me out on a date, tried to hit on me, I was like, no. I'm like on what is it called? I'm on a cleanse. I'm on a cleanse. I don't want men around me, and that's just because I felt like I just needed to have my own time to also redefine the kind of men that I want to have in my life. So basically 2020 and 2021 I didn't really go out on dates with people. However, the 2 years didn't finish. Towards the end of 2021, so maybe I did 1 year and 10 months. Yes, 1 year and 10 months. So because I had a friend of mine who had told me, yes, it's nice that you set a goal, yada yada yada, but then she was like, but if you meet someone and then you like them, you don't have to wait until now 2 years, just stay open. And I'm a very open person, so I was like, I'm going to keep an open mind, in case I meet someone and I feel like, okay, maybe I could consider, then well and good. Yeah, so it didn't finish, the 2 years didn't end. I kind of started to see people 2 months before the 2 years ended. And my decision had planned that when I was ready, I wasn't going to go into something that's like a relationship per se. My goal was, I want to date different people, get to know different people, literally explore dating, because it's something that I had never done before. Okay, so that's the context. So I'm sure I'll do a couple of videos on this, because there's so much about my dating experience and what I've learned from dating people. So basically, I think I dated for an year. I dated different people for an year, and then I'm such a relationship person. I ended up, I don't think even a year ended. I don't think 1 year, maybe 8 months. Yeah, 8 months. And then I was tired, for lack of a better word, and I was like, okay, now I want a relationship. And that's how I ended up in my first relationship after my divorce, which was really, really refreshing. Actually, it was very refreshing. I think I really got to enjoy this person, and I think we had a really great connection. We did, but there's some things that just were not aligned, and so we parted ways very cordially. after almost an year. Actually, we dated for almost an year. So yeah, but today we're talking about, about dating, what I enjoyed and what I did not. So if you know me personally, you know that I genuinely enjoy getting to know people. Like, I kid you not, like, I'm so excited. I have friends who loathe the idea of just like having to interact with new people. For me, it's the exact opposite. I love getting to know different people. I find human beings to be like an adventure. For me, getting to know someone is almost like an adventure. Like getting to know how they view life, their experience, how they've experienced life, because all of us are experiencing life very differently, and all those things. They really excite me. So dating was fun for me in that respect, because now I literally, and people are so different. Like, yes, we are all kind of like the same, but like we are very different, and obviously we've had very different experiences, and so that was very fun. And then also there are times that I'd get to meet maybe their friends, their siblings, and then it's like the pool is just increasing for getting to know people, and it's so exciting for me. I usually joke that one of my superpowers is connecting with people. It's very easy for me to connect with people. Like, people say that when they meet me for the first time, and because I think I'm a warm person. I think remember, you're not supposed to blow your own horn, but it's the truth, guys. It's the truth. Now, what am I supposed to do? It's the truth. So people will tell me, like they've talked to me and they feel like, yeah, it feels like you make it feel like we've known each other for such a long time, yeah. So I think I make people comfortable, which is a good thing. And yeah, so the downside of that, the downside of that, and I think partly that's why I'm currently like on a break from dating, and partly I think that's the reason why, because on the flip side, if things like don't end up working out, it's like you're not only separating yourself from this person that you're dating, now you're separating yourself from all the people that you liked in their lives. That is literally my least favorite thing about now, like you're dating someone and then now you're not dating them anymore, and you had already met some people in their lives that you already liked, and you probably had developed like even a friendship with them, and now obviously it's gonna be awkward if you try to like continue being their friends. Of course, there are situations where it is very possible to still continue being friends with like their friends or one of their friends that you probably really connected with, but now it's just awkward. Like, it's just, for me, it's just like weird. I don't want to do that, because now probably we might end up starting to talk about this person that I dated and why it didn't work and yada yada yada, and I don't want that, So yeah, I think that's definitely my least favorite part for sure. Actually, when I think about it, I think that was one of the things that I really had to grieve after my divorce, is having to get separated from people that I genuinely loved and cared for, but then they were very connected to my ex, So it's like, it's very hard to really continue to nourish those friendships, because like this person is like the reason why you're actually friends in the first place. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the one thing that I really, 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 really dislike about breakups and all those things. Like, two people coming together, then they're not together. The ghetto. I don't like that at all. But anyway, it's part of life. It's part of life. I don't know what I should do about it though, because I feel like I'm just tired. I'm tired of like meeting people's friends and then connecting with them, and then now suddenly they can't be my friends anymore. Tell me in the comment section. I'm genuinely curious to know, or if you've navigated such a situation, what you've done. I really would like to know. The other thing that I got to really enjoy during that dating period is the experience of like getting ready for a date, you know, like it's so interesting. Like it just makes you feel like a little kaga, you know, like being pursued, almost to nice things, you know, maybe trying out like a new sport, dressing nicely and looking cute, and I love looking cute, so that was really fun. And then there are some men that are really thoughtful when it comes to planning out dates, you know, like they make sure that they plan everything down to the detail, which is just like a very attractive thing and very thoughtful, and just makes you feel so nice and like, yeah. So that's another thing that I really enjoyed, that just that excitement of going to a date, and like you're going to like experience someone for the very first time, you know. Yeah, so that was very fun. However, on the flip side, guys, I need to do better, honestly. About someone who comes at men, because I know you guys don't have it easy as well, but surely there are people who will ask you out on a date, and then you ask them, oh, okay, so where are we meeting? What time? And they have no clue. What do you mean you don't know? Please go find out, then come look for me, because I'm sorry, but like it's such a turn off, honestly. You just tell me which nice spots do you know. I don't know, I just feel like if you're asking someone on a date, the least you could do is just know where you want to take them out on a date. I don't know, especially if maybe you've talked a little bit and you would know maybe, and even if you don't know, you just decide. The important thing is for the two of you to meet somewhere and get to talk and get to know each other. So yeah, it gives off low effort energy, and no one wants to start off on that foot. Like no one wants to start off on that foot, because there's Google, guys. There's Google, there's TikTok, you can ask people around, you know, like, yeah. So that was a downside, when like maybe someone asks you out on a date and you're like, oh, you're excited, and then now they ask you a question like that, and it's like, guy, surely. Honestly, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Please don't come at me. I just personally don't like it, and I don't think a lot of ladies like it as well. Yeah, but the last thing that I'm going to talk about for this video specifically, I'll do another video on this and maybe share some wins and fails on dating, is getting to experience really kind, thoughtful, just really good people, for lack of a better word. Especially if maybe you've not had the best experience with men in your life, whether it's an ex-husband or a father or like your relatives or whatever. It's really refreshing to just meet like really good people, and just, you know, people who have strong characters. That has been really refreshing. I think I've dated a lot of people who just like, they have solid characters. I think there's just two bad apples in my basket of dating. There are just two of them who are something else. Yeah, but otherwise, that part has also been really nice. Like and I think it's very important, especially if you've been divorced or just like ended a relationship that had toxic elements. Part of like one of the things that I think dating can help you with is like just realizing how that person who might have not treated you very well, like it's not all people who are like that. Like there are some people who are going to really treat you like a princess, like a queen. And yeah, and it kind of heals you a little bit, like in one way or another. It heals you, it changes your perspective about like the kind of men that are out there. And for me, actually, one of the things that part of like my abundance mindset when it comes to like relationships is that I remind myself every single day that there are very, very many good people in this world, like so many. Like there are good people like that you can meet and become friends with. There are good people that could make amazing partners, and there are many. They're not at a small. I don't want to subscribe to the ideology that it's just like a small number, and I feel like that's what one of the things that dating did for me is I realized there are so many good men out there. Like there are so many. By them to ask kudanganya, no one should lie to you. There are very many good men out there, and yeah, and I definitely encourage dating after divorce. It's okay to take some time. It's important. Actually, not okay. It's important to take some well-needed break, because the reality is you loved this other person and you have been separated from them, so you need to give yourself to grieve that relationship and even the future that you probably had in your mind. You know, you need to grieve that as well with this person. Yeah, so stay tuned for another episode where we'll talk more about dating. I'm not sure if the next episode will be about dating, but I know we will definitely talk a little bit about dating. You can put in your questions so that I can see if maybe you can give me ideas for what to talk about, what you want or what you'd want to hear about, like dating. Yeah, so see you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.